Mr. Sims doesn't want it. He doesn't need to be labelled. Still worthy of being a bird man. What the hell is that? What is your motto here? Boys, informing your classmates, save your hide. Anything short of that, we're going to burn you at the stake. Well, gentlemen, when the shit hits the fan, some boys run and some boys stay. Now here's Charlie, facing the fire. And there's George, hiding in Big Daddy's pocket. And what do? You're going to reward George and destroy Charlie? Now I'm just getting warmed up here. I don't know who went to this place. William Howard Taft, William Jennings Bryan, William Tell, whoever. Their spirit is dead. If they ever had one, it's gone. You're built in a rat ship here. A vessel for seagoing snitches. And if you think you're preparing these minnows for manhood, you better think again. Because I say you are killing the very spirit that this institution proclaims it instills. What a sham. What kind of show are you guys putting on here today? The only class in this act is sitting right here next to me, and I'm here to tell you that his soul is intact. It's non-negotiable. And you know how I know? Because someone here, and I'm not going to say who, tried to buy it. Only Charlie here wasn't selling. Out of order? I show you out of order. You don't know what out of order is, Mr. Trask. I'd show you, but I'm too old, I'm too tired, I'm too fucking blind. There was a time I drove a flamethrower to this place. Out of order? Who the hell do you think you're talking to? I've been around, you know. There was a time I could see. And I've seen boys like these, younger than these. Their arms ripped out, their legs torn off. But there isn't nothing like the sight of an amputated soul. There is no prosthetic for that. You think you're merely sending this splendid foot soldier back to Oregon with his tail between his legs? But I say you are executing his soul! And why? Because he's not a bird man. Bird men, you hurt this boy, you become bird bums. The lot of you. And Harry, Jimmy, Trent, wherever you are out there, fuck you too!
Hello. My name is Hazel Grace Lancaster, and Augustus Waters was the great star-crossed love of my life. That was the love he belonged to now and he belonged to everyone. Ours was an epic love story, and I probably am not going to tell you that without disappearing into a puddle of tears. That's me. Yes, no. Like all real love stories, it will die with us, as it should. You know, I hope that he'd be eulogizing me, because there is no one I'd rather have. Okay, I'm glad to cry. Okay, I'm not going to talk about our love story because I can't. So instead, I'll talk about math. I am not a mathematician, but I know this. There are infinite collection of numbers between 0 and 1. There is 0.1 and 0.12 and 0.112 and infinite collection of others. Of course, there is a bigger set of numbers between 0 and 2 or 0 and a million. Some infinities are simply bigger than other infinities. A writer used to like thought of that. There are days, many of them, when I resent the size of my unbounded set. I want more numbers than I'm lucky to get. I want more numbers for Augustus Waters than he got. cannot tell you how thankful I am for our little infinity. I wouldn't trade it for the world. You gave me a forever with a number of days. I'm eternally grateful.
Somebody in this courtroom is guilty.
I love you so much.
I could not predict it. Children. Those children especially. Have you ever looked at little kids? That serious look they have sometimes. I couldn't stand that look. A minute before, however, in the corner of the little square, I was happy. My heart started to beat. When I saw the light of the carriage in the distance, my heart started thumping with joy. I swear. They started thumping harder and harder as the carriage rolling got louder. It made so much noise inside. I think I was laughing. I was saying, yes, yes. Do you understand? I ran towards the carriage. Then I saw them. They weren't laughing. They held themselves all straight, looking out at nothing. They looked so sad. Lost in their parrot poses, hands folded, the door on either side. I didn't see the conditions, I only saw them. If they had looked at me, I think I would have thrown the bomb to at least extinguish that sad look. But they looked straight ahead. I don't know what happened. My arm became weak, my legs shook. One second after that, it was too late. Too late.
I'm not finished!
I was in the winter of my life, and the men that I met along the road were my only summer. At night I fell asleep with visions of myself, dancing and laughing and crying with him. 3 years down the line, after being on an endless world tour, my memories of them were the only things that sustained me, my only real happy times. I was a singer, not a very popular one, who once had dreams of becoming a beautiful poet. But upon an unfortunate series of events, saw those dreams dashed and divided like a million stars in the night sky that I wished on, over and over again, sparkling and broken. But I didn't really mind, because I knew that it takes getting everything you ever wanted and then losing it. To know what true freedom is. I was always an unusual girl. My mother told me I had a chameleon soul. No compass pointing me due north, no fixed personality. Just an inner indecisiveness that was as wide and as wavering as the ocean. And if I said I didn't plan for it to turn out this way, I'd be lying. Because I was born to be the other woman, who belonged to no one, who belonged to everyone, who had nothing, who wanted everything. Every night I used to pray that I'd find my people, and finally I did, on the open road. We had nothing to lose, nothing to gain, nothing we desired anymore, except to make our lives into a work country that America used to be. And I believe in the person that I want to become. I believe in the freedom of the open road, and my motto is the same as ever. I believe in the kindness of strangers. And when I'm at war with myself, I write. I just write. Who are you? Are you in touch with all of your darkest fantasies? Have you created a life for yourself where you can experience them? I have. I'm fucking crazy. But I am free.
Have you ever looked at little kids?
She is the victim of cruel poverty and ignorance. But my pity does not extend so far as to her putting a man's life at stake, which she has done in an effort to get rid of her own guilt.
Already heard his voice.
Right, we still like taught us that.
Now, gentlemen, I say guilt because it was guilt that motivated her. She has committed no crime. She has merely broken a time-honoured and rigid code of our society. And so, a quiet, humble, respectable Negro who has had the unmitigated temerity to feel sorry for a white woman has had to put his word against two white people's. The defendant is not guilty, but somebody in this courtroom is. Now, gentlemen, in our courts, men are created equal. So I am confident that you will review without passion the evidence you have heard. Come to a decision and restore this man to his family. In the name of God, do your duty. In the name of God, believe Tom Robinson.
God bless America.
The other night, I dreamt my father was inside a baked potato.
Are you in touch with all of your darkest fantasies?
Isn't that strange? I was very sad to see him there. I started to be afraid other people would see where my father was, and how small he was. So then I tried to close the baked potato. I guess the potato was hot. I was going to try to shut the baked potato. He'd start to cry. Then I didn't know what to do. I thought about sending the whole plate back to the kitchen, telling the cook that there's a person in that baked potato. But I felt such guilt deserting my father. I just sat there at the table and cried. He cried too. Then the waiter brought dessert. Devil's food cake with maca icing. I ate that. Then I woke up very hungry. I told my therapist about the dream. And he said that my father cried because he was unhappy. And that I dreamt about the dream because I was hungry. I think my therapist is an idiot. Maybe I should just have gurus.